Hey sweethearts, what's up? It's week 52, and this week's topic is how to maintain the attraction after tea. Um, so yeah, I found, I don't know, it was kind of difficult for me to start figuring out how to talk about this topic. And so I don't really have anything planned out, and I'm just hoping that it'll all sort of come out once I get the ball rolling here. I want to say I really loved Emily's Mcash. I really loved Mcash's video. I just found so many similarities, like um, with our personal backgrounds. I don't think mine was so. It wasn't so hard for me to identify. I guess it was hard for me to come to terms with who I was. Um, I think it was it was first grade. I kissed a girl. That was the first time I kissed a girl, and I remember it was so funny. I was a troublemaker in school. I was always talking, and I got in trouble, and the teacher made me move seats, and she ended up moving me by my best friend, and I was so excited. I kissed her on the lips. But there was nothing wrong with it for me. I don't know. That's how I felt. But I mean, at the same time, I liked guys. I guess it just didn't faze me that I had to. But you grow up when you're young, you only know the two binaries. You only know there's you like females, you like males. But I understood that, but it was sort of like a rebellious side of me, or not even rebellious. I don't know. I was just young, and it wasn't until middle school where I totally started to question everything. Actually, not even totally. I just knew something was weird, something was whack. But I've always dated males, cis males. And then it wasn't until college when I went to friggin' art school. So everyone was pretty much eclectic and pretty much, be who you want to be. And so you got um, everyone who's out of the closet and super happy. And I just started understanding it more, and I met so many non-binary people, and it made sense to me finally that I'm just queer. Yeah, I liked what Emily said. I did identify as bisexual, but I don't do the whole binary thing anymore. I thought I was pansexual. I really don't know. Since I don't know, I just prefer to be identified as queer, if I have to identify as anything. But yeah, that's my background, I guess. And so, yeah, so it hasn't really been a thing for me to like people based on their bits or any physical traits or anything. It's always been purely emotional. Even if I think about all the cis males that I've dated and been with, it's always been an emotional connection. And I'm really glad that I do that. I'm not shallow, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, oh my god, I didn't know I had Skype on. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't hard for me to, accept Ruben. So when Ruben and I met, he already was out as male, and, I accepted that, um, I'm getting so distracted. I didn't plan anything out. I'm going by, I don't even know. I just woke up too, but, um, when we woke up, or when we first met, um, yeah, he identified as male, and, I learned about him. I was like, that's cool. And, in the course of our relationship, he was always worried that, I, he was worried that I wouldn't be happy because he thought that I'd be better off in, a queer relation, or not queer, we're already in a queer relationship, but, I'd be better off with a female, and that I wasn't fully experiencing like a lesbian relationship because I've always been with males. And like I thought about that and it didn't really feel like a concern for me. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship I'm in as long as I love the person for who they are, as long as they don't treat me like shit. And I don't know, it seemed like a huge concern to him. He'd bring it up a lot, and I know he was really concerned, like, with all the changes that have been happening. He was always like, will you still love me when I'm really hairy? Will you still love me when I have a beard? Will you still love me when I blah 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 after these transitions, or after these changes on T? And it's always been the same answer, like, yes, of course I will, of course I will. I don't, you can have, like, the hairiest body, which would kind of be freaky, and I'd still love you for who you are, because as long as you don't change, like, as long as you don't change, like, inside, then I have no problem at all. And I think that's, it's like the big thing when it comes to maintaining the attraction after T. It's like, as long as you accept your partner for everything for who they are, then I think you're okay. And, you know, when it comes to sexuality, of course, I can't speak for, like, anyone who has a preference for females, but, I have heard stories that, like, you know, once all the changes have happened, you know, once you've been locked in, and essentially there's no turning back, I've heard a lot of partners, like, kind of still wish their partner was still female, and you can't do that. Like, if you have those, like, if you keep telling yourself that, if you keep having those, you know, those moments, I think you really have to question your relationship, because in a sense it's not fair to your partner to, like, still wish they were another gender, or the gender they were before. Like, because that's not the point. Because if you accept them for who they are, then, you know, then that's the way to go. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah. But again, you know, communication is key. You know? Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's just like, in a sense, it's like hard for me to talk about because it comes so easily. Like, it comes easy for me to just be like, oh, just accept your partner for who they are, and it's just that simple. But I think my bluntness is really hard to come across sometimes, and, you know, everyone's situation is very different. So I guess, like, this is just coming from, like, a super queer perspective. Like, I am just madly in love with who Reuben is, and I don't really care what he wants to do, as long as it makes him happy. As long as it makes him happy and it doesn't hurt him, then it's good. Yeah. So, yeah. In other news, thank you everyone on the channel for the warm welcomes. That was lovely. I'm very excited to be here. And I have a job interview in a couple hours, so I need to get ready. But we'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!